I'm Seve, and I didn't go to any university or college even though I had the chance. I'm not planning to have some crazy nice successful career in my life either. I buy my clothes secondhand or get them from family members, like this is my late grandmother's old sweatshirt. And something really important is that I don't care if putting the milk first and the cereal second made me look like a psychopath. But it wasn't always like this. There was a time when I was very afraid to look even a little bit different from the others, from the masses. And in this video, I will present you the 6 key ways that I was able to break free from those expectations and finally live life like I want to live it. The first one is the worst enemy is the enemy you cannot see. This is something that I actually learned while I was serving in the military in completely another life of mine. And ironically, I later realized that most of the things that were taught there and what we did were not at all aligned with my own values, but because of all the expectations that I had from society and family and friends, all that, I didn't even see that. So I think the title for this one fits pretty well. Of course, some of the standards or norms that we have in the society makes a lot of sense. Like, for example, stealing. There's a law against stealing. That's like, of course, but there are so many of these BS subconscious things that if you don't follow them, basically you're labeled as a failure or some sort of black sheep. Things like expectations around body image, material success, career, financial wealth. These things, they promote an idea, an image of success that it's not really possible for most of us, at least without selling our freaking souls and losing mental health in the process. They're not really based on your well-being. They are like one-size-fits-all shirts that fit very few nicely, and most people cannot even get the shirt on. Getting awareness of these subconscious expectations and not just blindly following them was the first big step for me. Discover and identify. From all these different standards that there are, you need to find out what is something that resonates with you. What is aligned with your values. If nobody would be watching and if they wouldn't matter at all, nobody wouldn't care, would you still do those things? Because if you don't reframe what, for example, success means for you versus what it means for other people or society in general, I think you will just fall into this trap of trying to reach for something that will not make you happy in the end at all. And meditation is something that has really calmed my mind down from all this noise that we have, and I've been able to realize what's important and what is not when my mind is not so cluttered anymore. I've been opening up on YouTube about my views and lifestyle of working less and having more free time to do whatever I want. And I've been getting some comments about if this is really a good idea or if I would be more valuable to the society if I worked more. Maybe, but then I need to think, will me working harder be a net positive or net negative? So if I would work, let's say 10 hours every day, how long I can go and continue doing that? What will be my vibrations? What is the impact I would have? Do I bring positivity at that point anymore for others or not? So thinking deeply about all these things in your own life is so crucial. Fight with love, not hate or fear. And with this, I don't mean necessarily physically or even sometimes mentally to fight, but mainly to voice out things that should be said, especially if there's some injustices. People usually want good for you, or at least they don't want really bad for you, but they don't know always how to act. They do what they think is the right thing to do. They are just acting based on their own experience and their own feelings. We are many times scared of the things that we don't understand. So if somebody is really against you doing whatever, most likely they are just scared. And it's important to remember that. And not always you need to get people on your side and agree with your opinion, but especially if we are talking about somebody that is very close to you, it's important that they know how you feel. What I have done so many times in my life in the past, especially with people who have hard time actually wanting to listen to you and what you have to say, and they just want to push their own agenda. Set a timer, for example, like 10 minutes, only one person can talk. And you can start and explain what you want to explain about your life, and then it's their turn to do the same. And after that you can have a normal conversation, but that way you know that the other person has to listen. They cannot interrupt you and tell you that no, that is wrong and you cannot ever do that. They have to sit there and listen. And usually when I can show others shining positive light inside of me, people see that and they stop focusing on those little changes that I want to make in my life, but they see how happy I am. And then they don't care about all the little things. Talk to me nice. If you're like me, and probably the most people out there, your own self-talk isn't always the best. Therefore, it's super important that you learn the skill of talking to yourself kindly, like you would talk to a friend that is struggling. And so many times, at least, I cannot remember this or generate this from my mind like automatically. I need kind and loving reminders in my day to remind me that I am already enough. I don't need to be anything else than what I truly am. What has helped me a lot in my own journey has been Aura Health, which has also kindly sponsored this video. Aura is an all-in-one mental health and wellness app that has been a massive help for me in dealing with social pressure. The app has partnered with hundreds of mental health experts and therapists all around the world to help you in your own self-care journey. There are thousands of meditations, therapy content, life coaching, and so much more, ranging from 3 minutes to 2 hours. To keep that loving self-talk and my vibrations high, I start every morning with a guided meditation. And during challenging or stressful days, I listen to therapy sessions that make me feel safe and supported. What's even better is that Aura provides this 5-minute quiz when you sign up, which basically personalizes the app to your own needs and preferences, so you get the meditations and tracks that help you progress in the areas that matter most to you. By starting to use Aura, you're not only investing in yourself, you're also supporting a small mental health creator like me. Every sale directly supports me financially, so your purchase goes a long way in helping me to create these videos. The first 500 people get a free trial and a 25% discount, so click the link in the description to try Aura Health and start to finally build that crucial emotional wealth. Know your limits. It's so important to understand what's your limit and kind of set these boundaries to protect yourself. Even though a lot of people wouldn't mean bad, they might still hurt you with comments and opinions and views. Like, for example, my boundaries that I don't always need to explain myself to everybody and all my choices and the reasons behind them. If people are curious, of course I can, but it's not like I have to. Remember that if there are people who talk bad about you or gossip about you or something, they are not really happy in their lives. Because if they were, they wouldn't care about how you live your life. They would be just happy to live and let other people live like they want to. It's important to follow your heart, but still think with your mind. Like, for example, if you love some person, like I have a family member that has really hard time to understand how I live my life. It doesn't matter, even though I love this person, I still cannot let them dictate how I should live my life and all the time listen to their opinions about it. I need to set the boundaries, and I have been doing that. I have not been speaking to this person for quite some time now, and I have realized how important that is for my own mental health. Choose your family. Most of the people in my family support me, but this is not always the case, and therefore it's important that you build your own family, your own chosen family, with the people that you know that support you, love you, and accept you no matter what. And it's okay if there are only a few or a couple of people. Just think of them as a family and keep them close, because it's a very lonely world if you don't have anybody to support you when you're having hard time. If you're ready to take your life and your mental health to the next level, please check out Aura using my link in the description. Remember to stay kind and meaningful in your own beautiful journey. Sending you much love. Ciao.